Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nitish Kumar. I have over 1 year of experience with this generative AI and agentic AI frameworks. So this is the 6th day of our CrewAI crash course learning journey. Okay, in my previous videos we discussed about CrewAI agents, tasks and different open source LLM models. And in this lecture, which we are going to learn about tools, right? So here if you learn this CrewAI tools in depthly, okay, it will be same for other framework also, right? This tool, LLM, memory, short-term memory, long-term memory, these three things are common for every framework. Okay, in future if you are going to learn any framework, right, LangGraph, LangChain, AutoGen, okay, Agno, you can learn any framework. Okay, these three things, tools, memory and brain, these three things are common, right? If you master these three things, okay, then in future it would be more easy if you are going to learn any framework. So with that everyone, so first let's see the intuition. Okay, theoretical wise we can go through the things, okay, which I created for you, then we jump into the coding part, right? First we need to look into the theoretical part. So I specifically created a notes for you. Okay, so this is the one, right? So here a tool in CrewAI is a skill or function that agents can utilize to perform various tasks. Okay, so for example human beings, right, as we have tools, right, we have tools. Okay, for example take a phone, right? Using phone we can make a call, okay, send messages, okay, send photos, videos to our neighbors, our friends. Okay, so we can able to communicate to others. Okay, so for a human, phone is a tool. Okay, using the tool we can perform some tasks, we can perform some actions. Okay, that is a tool. Okay, for a human, phone is a tool. Similarly agent have a tool. Okay, why tool? Okay, to perform some tasks, some actions. That's why we need tool, right? So specifically why LLM need tool? Okay, if you ask that question specifically why LLM need tools, okay, the answer is some LLM models, okay, it's not some LLM model, all the LLM models have some cutoff date. Okay, cutoff date means all the LLM models train up to date. Okay, some date, some particular date. Okay, for example GPT, okay, I am taking OpenAI GPT model will be trained on 2024 data only. Okay, if you ask any current affairs to that model, okay, current affairs question to that model, it won't be able to answer. Okay, it directly say I don't know the answer. Okay, or otherwise it can hallucinate and it can able to generate some vague answers, some ambiguity answers. Okay, so in that case tool will came, right? Tool will came. Okay, so in that point, in that particular point, tool will help us to get some high quality and reliable output. That's the main core idea of using tools, everyone, right? So in tools, if you see specifically, there will be three types, right? Inbuilt types, custom tools, okay, inbuilt tool, custom tool and third party tool. Okay, let's explore one by one. Okay, so you can be able to get the concept in much better way, right? So first one is inbuilt tool, right? So inbuilt tools are tools that are defaultly present in the framework. As per our requirement we can able to use the tools. Okay, if you are familiar with any other framework, right? Okay, if you are aware about any other frameworks like LangGraph, LangChain or other AutoGen framework, then you know, right? Tools, different tools. Okay, GitHub reader, file writer, okay, and then web scraping, web search tool. Okay, there are different tools are available, right? So if you are not aware about the other framework, right, in that case it doesn't matter. Okay, in this lecture which we are going to learn, okay, you don't need to worry about anything, right? Just pay attention here, right? The first one is inbuilt tool, right? So if you are go, I can show in later, right? I can in some time I can show you, right? So this inbuilt tools are by defaultly available in the documentation page. Okay, we no need to go anywhere, right? We no need to go anywhere, or there is no requirement to create custom tool. Okay, by default there will be tools are available in the CrewAI documentation page. Okay, I highly suggest you to go through the documentation page. Okay, if you see, right, in CrewAI documentation, right, if you go here, just go through the link, right, go through the link. Okay, documentation page, just click the documentation. Okay, here if you see, there will be lot of tools, right? File and document, web scraping and browsing, search and research, right? Okay, search and research, database, data, AI and machine learning, cloud and storage. Okay, if we explore this tool, there will be multiple kinds of tool: read, write, okay, PDF rack search, doc extract rack search, MDX rack search. Okay, different format, different document types, right? Okay, this is the file and document tool. And then web scraping. Okay, web scrap is nothing. Okay, if you give any URL to the tool, okay, it can able to extract the content only, specifically extract the context for you, right? That is the web scrap, right? You normally say parse, extract, scrape. It is similar words, right? So extract the context from that particular website URL, right? That is web scrap, right? If you see lot of okay, scraper, scrapify, selenium, spider, browse base, hyper browser, firecrawl, axelabs, right? Different tools, guys, right? Then search. Okay, this is very important. Okay, for lot of tasks, okay, for researching, okay, for researching recent developments in any field, right? This specific tools will help us to get some reliable and high quality result. Google search, Brave search, linkup search, GitHub search, website, right? YouTube channel. Okay, if you give any YouTube URL to this YouTube channel, video rack, said in the search tool, okay, view YouTube video rack or a YouTube channel rack search. Okay, it will able to extract the context from that particular YouTube video URL, right? And the tab is very important, right? Archive, serper. Okay, these are the very important tools, right? Once go through yourself, then you will be able to get it, right? And then database. Okay, different database is also available, right? MySQL, pgrag, Snowflake, right? Just go through yourself, guys, right? The same, okay, for the video generation, DALL-E, vision tool, right? LangChain tool, llama index, different tools, guys. Okay, cloud, right? Integrations, automation is also is possible in CrewAI, right? These are the different tools, right? So these are the inbuilt tools, guys. Okay, if you saw about this different tools in CrewAI documentation, okay, these are the inbuilt tools. Okay, by default it will be available in the documentation page only. Okay, if you go through this link, right, if you go through this any one of these docs, right, for example, I go into this Tably search. Okay, Tably search tool, they give everything. Okay, you need to install this library. Okay, you need to take the API key from this documentation page. Okay, they are also giving the link to you, they are providing link also, right? Go through this link, right? And then they are giving also some sample code. Okay, in this way you can able to initialize the tool, and in this way you need to integrate the tool inside the agent. Okay, everything they will be provided in the documentation. Okay, there are different query parameters also, right? You need to pass this parameter based upon your requirement. Okay, you know, if you want just 4 to 5 answers, okay, by default it will be 5. Okay, so if you are using the tools, you need to go through these parameters calls. Okay, similarly for all tools you need to explore by yourself, right? The second one is custom tool. Okay, so custom tools are tools which we created by ourselves, guys. Okay, for example, and recently I built application tracking system. In that application, what I do, okay, I created 3 agents. First one is for context extractor, okay, text extractor. Third one is for scorer, and fourth one is for second one is for analyzer, and third one is for scorer. Okay, so first agent will scrape the text from the PDF. Okay, second agent is analyze the context with JD, job description, and third agent will score the resume, right? So in the first agent I created custom tool for what? Okay, for extracting the context in the PDF. Okay, so in CrewAI there is no inbuilt tool for extracting the context in the PDF. Okay, for that what I do, I created the PDF extraction tool by myself using Python code logic. Okay, I kept the code in this tools in-depth file. Okay, once we go through this, okay, this examples, then we should deep dive into the code, guys, right? So that is the custom tool. Okay, for ourselves. Okay, by ourselves, based on our requirement. Okay, we created the tool for our use case, right? This tools by defaultly not available in the CrewAI documentation page. That is the core idea, guys, right? So for example, okay, as I already said that, okay, in CrewAI PDF extraction tool is not available by default, so we need to create this PDF extraction tool. Okay, the third party tool. Okay, third party tool is nothing, guys. Okay, there will be other frameworks is also available, right? So in CrewAI they have integration with LangChain. Okay, LangChain framework. Okay, CrewAI integration with LangChain framework. Okay, if the tools by default, okay, by default the tool that is not available in CrewAI. Okay, if the tool is not available in CrewAI, you directly import the tool in other framework. That means LangChain framework. Okay, directly you import the library from langchain_community.tab. You directly import the library from that LangChain framework, and you need to integrate into your tools, guys. Okay, I show you. I kept the code in this file. Okay, one of my file. I will show you, right? Just imagine for self. Okay, if you understand this 50% here, once we go through the code implementation, right, you 100% able to get it. That's the core idea. Okay, so here third party tool means nothing. Okay, by default CrewAI has some of tools. Okay, some kind of tools. They provide some different tools. But if in case, okay, in your scenario, if you are going to create any application, okay, any real world application, if you are searching for any tool, okay, PDF extract context in the PDF. Okay, in that case, if the tool is not available in CrewAI, okay, you need to check other framework. Okay, that means LangChain framework. Okay, CrewAI integration with LangChain framework. Okay, you need to go LangChain and you will be able to search, okay, if the tool is available or not. If the tool is available in LangChain framework, you directly get the library and import into CrewAI functions, right? If LangChain, even the LangChain don't have the tool. Okay, and the third option, you need to create custom tool, guys. First, go CrewAI documentation page, the tool which you require to create a real world application. Okay, if it is present in CrewAI documentation page, take directly in the CrewAI documentation page and integrate into your application. The second one, if the tool is not available in the CrewAI documentation page, okay, you directly check in the LangChain documentation tool pages. Okay, LangChain documentation in the tool web page, right? If it is present in LangChain, you directly import into your LangChain CrewAI file, right? Otherwise, even LangChain don't have the tool. Okay, and the third option, you need to create the custom tool, guys. This is the core idea. You need to do the same thing. Okay, for example, if you see third party tools or tool, we can take the tools in other frameworks. Okay, other framework means email tool is not present in CrewAI. Okay, by default CrewAI framework don't have this email tool. Okay, but email tool is present in LangChain framework. Okay, email tool is present in LangChain framework. Okay, CrewAI have integration with LangChain, so we have easily able to utilize the email tool in LangChain. Sorry, guys, this is my mistake. Not LangChain, CrewAI, right? CrewAI. This is simple, guys. Okay, if you are searching in the CrewAI documentation, if it doesn't exist, in that case you need to check in LangChain page. Okay, LangChain documentation page. Okay, if the tool is available in LangChain documentation page, you directly take the library and import in this CrewAI file. Okay, otherwise you need to create the custom tool, guys. That is the core idea, right? I hope you understand the concept, okay? Because it is similar for it is common for all other frameworks, okay? If you take langchain or langgraph, okay, these three ways we follow, okay? One, we get the inbuilt tool, otherwise we build custom tools, or otherwise we take third party tool, okay? These three things are common for other framework, okay? Once if you master these three types of tools here, okay, it will help you to lot if you're going to learn other frameworks also, right? And guys, this is the basic structure of agent, guys, okay? So in CrewAI, this is the basic structure, right? If user gives any input, okay, in agent there will be agents and task, okay? This agent and task, okay, it will have brain, okay? Brain means, okay, similar to us, okay? Human have a brain, okay, to think, act, reason, but this brain is for LLM, okay? Similarly for LLM, okay, just wait a minute, guys. Okay, similarly for agents, brain is here, right? And for similarly there will be tool. For tool, it is required for specific actions, okay, to perform some specific actions, okay? As I already said that, okay, agents have some specific cutoff date, okay? If we ask any current affairs question to the agent, right, in that case it won't be able to give some high quality and reliable answers, right? In that case we need a tool call, okay? That's why we are integrating tool to the agent. This is the main idea, core idea, right? That's the core idea. We are integrating tools to the agent, right? And then memory for long-term conversation, okay? If you are going to create or build any complex applications, right? Okay, hierarchical agent, okay, there will be one hierarchical process, okay? In hierarchical way we create complex applications, right? In that case memory is must, we need to integrate, okay? Compulsory, we need to integrate this memory to the agent, this kind of thing. For simplest task, okay, simple task, you need to avoid memory, okay? So another thing is, so tool call is not required for every agent, guys, okay? You need to understand this thing is also, okay? You need to understand this concept is also, okay? Understanding this concept will help you a lot, okay? Tool call is not required for every agent, okay? To perform any web search, okay, scrape, okay, if you want to scrape any web page context, right? So if using that context, if you are going to create any rag, okay, in that case tools is required, right? Or using any other file read, okay? If you need any specific use case, in that case only you integrate tools, okay? Otherwise unnecessarily don't include the tool to your agent, right? So I can show you in future videos, okay, whenever we are going to create any applications, okay, I will show you when to use this tool, when to integrate this tool to our applications, when not to do, okay? I will show you everything from the scratch, right? For now, whatever I am conveying, whatever the message I am conveying to you, just store in your mind, right? I will show you, okay? Okay guys, let's jump into the code, right? This is the concept, okay? These are the three tools, three types of tools, custom tools, okay? First one is inbuilt custom tool and third party tools, and the next one is, guys, okay, next one, it's very important, right? Okay, if you see, just wait a minute, guys, I'll show on important things, okay? If you understand this, then while implementing the code, then you will be easily able to understand the concept, right? Just wait a minute, wait a minute. I want to just share one important thing with all of you in terms of agent decision, okay? How it can able to call tools, right? If you know the thing, then everything is pretty much easy. Just wait a minute, okay. And this one is agent have LLM. Okay, and then sorry, and then it will have LLM. LLM. Okay, and this is tool card, and this is to output. Output, right? This is tool output, right? Okay, once it will generate the output. Okay, once output will generate it, okay, it can able to just a minute, guys. Okay, it can able to summarize. Okay, and this one is this one is summarized out. Okay, and this is user input. User input. Okay, here if you see, guys, here if you see, first user will give input, right? So if user, sorry, guys, understanding this concept will help you a lot, right? So this is the core idea for every agent. This will happen, right? Once we go through the code, right, you will be seeing this type of architecture in the code. Okay, how it can able to call the tool, otherwise how it can able to give the output by itself. Okay, we can see the thing in clearly. Okay, if you understand the thing, then the code is very important, very easy for you, right? So understanding this concept will help you a lot to master the CrewAI framework, right? So that's why I'm taking this particular session too long, right? So first, if user input came, right? First, if user give any input, right, the agent will process user input. Okay, if agent, just take a minute. Okay, if user input come, okay, the agent will process by itself. Okay, whether tool call is required or not. Okay, whether the tool call is required for this particular user question or not. Okay, agent will think using this particular LLM. Okay, this LLM can be anything. Okay, Grok, Gemini, Open Router, or Olamite. The model can be anything, but the idea is the agent will analyze the user question using the LLM, whether this particular user question is required tool call or not. Okay, the agent will think by itself using this LLM. Okay, with the help of this LLM, this brain. Okay, the LLM means brain. With the help of this LLM, the agent will think by itself. Okay, it take decision whether user question, okay, it is required the tool call or not. If the agent thinks, okay, if for example, if the user question is just like hi, how are you, this type of question, okay, some normal greeting kind of a question. Okay, agent thinks, oh, okay, it's a simple question, I can directly able to answer. Okay, so in that case agent thinks I don't require tool call, so it can directly, it won't go this part, right? If you see, it won't go this part. Okay, it won't go this part. Okay, it can directly answer the question. If the agent thinks I don't require tool call, I can directly answer the question, so it can directly answer the question. Okay, if the user question is related to current affairs, okay, if the user question is related to current affair, okay, if you see who won the women's 2025 50 over World Cup, okay, if I ask this question to the agent, okay, who won the women's ODI World Cup in 2025, okay, in that case agent can't able to answer because all the LLM models, okay, all the LLM model have some specific date, okay, some specific cutoff date, right? So if you ask any current question, okay, who won the women's ODI World Cup in 2025, the agent can't able to answer because it don't have any idea about 2025 news. Okay, in that case tool call is required. The agent thinks, okay, I need tool call, it can able to submit the query to tool, okay, and then tool what it does, it can take the query, user query, right, and it can able to scroll the internet, okay, it can able to search on the internet and it can able to take the particular relevant answer to the particular user question, right? And then once the output is finished, here if you see tool call come using the user query, it can able to analyze, okay, research the web and it can able to generate the answer. Okay, once the input is, once the answer is finished, once the answer is, okay, once it finished to get the answer, once it finished to get the answer, okay, get answer, it can able to return the question, okay, it can able to return the answer to agent, return the answer to agent. That's it guys. Okay, once tool output is generated, okay, once the tool is generated its response, okay, once it finished to get answer, okay, okay, this is not good, I think I remove it. Once the tool is, once the tool is generated answer, okay, once the tool is generated answer, okay, return the answer to the agent. Okay, this is important guys. Return the answer to the agent, okay, the agent will summarize the tool output and then it will give the summarized output. This is the core idea guys. Once user input come, the agent will think itself, okay, the agent will think, okay, using that with the help, agent will think with the help of LLM whether tool call is required or not. Okay, if tool call is required, it will submit the query to the tool, okay, it will invoke the tool and submit the query to the tool call. Okay, the tool call take the user query and it can able to search over the web. Once the output is generated, it will return the answer to the agent. Once the agent get the tool output, it can able to summarize. Okay, this is once the agent will get the output, it can give the summarized output. That's the core idea guys. Okay, you need to understand this one thing. Okay, and then it can able to finish the task. That's the core idea guys. Okay, you need to understand, right? Let's jump into the code. Once you understand this concept, then everything will be same guys, right? So once we go through the code, okay, we can able to understand everything, right? First code guys. Okay, import OS, okay, for file operations this is required. Okay, for from load_.env. okay, this load_.env will help us to load the environment that is present inside the .env file. Okay, variables I'm storing like this guys. Okay, Grok API key, okay, Google API key, OpenRouter API key, okay, Tavily API key, Firecrawl API key. Okay, if you haven't watched my previous videos, okay, watch my previous videos because I taught you how to get this API keys, okay, and put it into your .env file. Okay, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I highly suggest you to watch my previous videos, right? Because I show you how you can able to get the API key in particular platforms, right? So this load underscore dot env will help us to load the variables that is present inside the .env file, will help us to load into the current files. Okay, so simply understand, help us to load .env variable to the current working file. That's the core idea, working file. Okay, load underscore .env help us to load .env variable, okay, that is present inside the .env variables to the current working file. That's the core idea of using load underscore .env file, guys. Okay, once if you initialize this load underscore .env, if it will comes true, okay, before executing we need to select the kernel. Okay, once if you execute, it will become true. Okay, if it shows true, okay, that means there is no error with if there is no any issue with related to .env or any kernel issue or any environment. Okay, everything will be perfect. Okay, once the first cell is executed smoothly, then everything will be successful, guys. Okay, the next one is CrewAI. Okay, in my previous class I taught this CrewAI, this task agent LLM CrewAI detailing, right? If you haven't watched my previous videos, I highly suggest you to watch my previous videos, right? I don't want to repeat the same things again and again, okay, because this is simple things. Okay, if you are going to learn, if you are going to build this CrewAI 10 to 15 agents, okay, these are the same things you need to do again and again, right? And then this is new thing. Okay, tool for creating custom tool. Okay, for creating custom tool, it is required, guys. It is required one, right? Custom tool, creating custom tool, it is required one, right? This will help us to create a custom tool, right? And then CrewAI, this is inbuilt tool. For in this library CrewAI.tools will help us to create custom tools, and then CrewAI underscore tools. Okay, this is inbuilt tools. This CrewAI underscore tool will help us to load the inbuilt tool, this tably search. Okay, just before we see this tably search, okay, in the documentation page, tably search and fire crawl. Okay, this will help us to extract the context in that particular website URL, right? Once I execute, it will be smoothly get executed. Okay, this is model. Okay, the provider is Grok. Okay, model is Llama 3.3 70 billion versatile. Okay, based upon your use case, you can use any model. Okay, there is no restriction or limitation. Okay, you can use any model. Okay, based upon your once you can verify the context size. Okay, and then it use this model. Okay, once the model is supported tool call or not. Okay, some of the models are not supporting the tool call. Okay, you need to verify these things also. Okay, and then giving temperature. Okay, for random output. Okay, for generating the output. Okay, if the value is near to 0, it is more deterministic and stable. Okay, if the variable is near to 1, it means more creative. That's why. Okay, I'm executing. Okay, executed. And tably search tool, guys. Okay, in my documentation page I show you. Okay, this is the tool name. Okay, once you go through the documentation page, there will be multiple parameters, right? I will show you. Okay, I will show you these things. Okay, here if you see, I am initializing this tably search tool. Okay, tably search tool. Okay, here I want only 4 answers. Okay, that's why I am modifying. By default it will be search about 5 results. Okay, it will search the internet and it will give 5 results by default. Okay, in my case I require only 4 answers. In that case I modify this parameter and enable only 4. Okay, in your use case, in your requirement, okay, you can play around these parameters. Okay, this is very important. Okay, these are the very important things. Okay, knowing the things will help you to get some results. Okay, avoid exceeding the limit. Okay, what's the issue? That's it, guys. Okay, let's move into the code. Right, this is the tably. Okay, once you go through this parameter in the documentation page, then you will be get clear, right? I just executing this, it will be executed smoothly, and there is a marked result check. Okay, identify the top 3 most impactful AI trends from 2026 based on industry adaptation, right? Based on the adoption, okay. Senior technology analyst with 10 years of experience tracking AI industry developments and emergence. Okay, I'm just asking recent AI trends from 2026, guys. Nothing I'm asking to the agent, right? Once pause the video and go through by yourself this plan, because I cover this detailed in my previous videos. Okay, what is gold backstory, right? So I don't want to repeat the same thing again and again. Okay, if I repeat the same thing, then it's boring, right? That's why, okay, LLM, I'm integrating this LLM to my LLM, this parameter, right? Tools, I'm integrating tools into my agents. Okay, where goes for logs to restrict the token limit. Okay, in my agent class we see about this max tokens, right? To restrict the token limit, okay, because if it exceeds the limit, okay, we can able to face some rate limit error. That's why I'm limiting the token. Okay, so how my agent able to perform? Okay, how we can able to, this description will help us the agent to smart, right? How we can able to think, how we can able to search on the net. Okay, these are the things, guys. Okay, use tablet to search a top A trends 2026. Okay, I'm explicitly saying the agent to use tablet search, right? Select top 3 trends. Okay, select top 3 trends. Okay, if we give select top 3 trends based on industry impact and adoption, summarize each trend into 2 to 3 sentences, keep total response under 500 words. Okay, just go through by yourself, right? Okay, and the final expected output should be concise report listing the top 3 AI trends from 2026, which each trend including its time, a brief intro description. Okay, I'm asking some concise report, right? So I'm executing this crew. Once it crew, let's see how it get started to execute. Okay, let's see, guys. Once crew is get started, okay, for every crew execution there will be one thread will be separately created. Okay, some thread ID will be created. Okay, so if you see specifically in my previous classes, okay, I teach you this concept, right? Okay, whenever task is get started, right, the tool description will came first. Okay, and the agent will analyze only the tool description, right? Go through this output by yourself, guys. Okay, that's why I'm teaching this, how the agents flows go. Okay, agent will call tool. Okay, I'm teaching everything from you. Okay, the agent will read the task description first. Okay, if you see, this is the task description. Okay, you select top 3 trends. Okay, if you see agent started, agent will immediately search where is the description, okay, and it will find out the description and it will be able to only analyze the description first. Okay, then it will get started to execute. Okay, so that's why in the documentation page they are saying to focus 80% on your task for design task. Okay, remaining 10 to 20% focus on your agent designing, right? Okay, how beautiful is the answer, guys? Okay, how beautifully it can able to reduce the answer. Okay, if you see top 3 AI trends from 2026. Okay, foundational AI principles, right? Foundation AI principles. Just pause the video by go through yourself, guys. Okay, go through by yourself, right? And agentic AI, it's very important. Okay, it's important. Okay, agentic AI will increase and adoption enable outcomes across our organization, powering exponential growth and change. It will transform AI from passive assistant into active collaborator, capable of meaning, problem solving and decision making. This trends. Okay, just go through by yourself, guys. Okay, just a agent final answer. Okay, agent final answer, and then task completion. Okay, if you see tool call is not used, right? If you see I'm integrating this table search. Okay, I'm integrating this table search. Even though I'm integrating table search, okay, agent is not utilizing the tool. Okay, if you go through this output, you can able to get it, right? Task executed started. Okay, executed started, agent started. Okay, analyzing the tool task description, analyzing the task description here, then agent directly give the final output. Okay, that's why I'm telling this thing. Okay, you can understand this concept in perfect manner, right? Just by this screen here, if you see That's why I'm teaching this concept. Okay, every time the agent will not call the tools. Okay, if the agent think, okay, if the agent think with the help of LLM, if tool call is required or not, like if the agent thinks I can able to directly answer, it won't call the tool. Okay, instead it can directly able to answer itself, right? So you need to understand this concept, right? Agent directly answer this question, particular user question, right? Just pause the video and go through yourself, guys, on crew completion. Okay, there is no tool call. If you see here, if you specifically see, there is no tool call. Okay, there is no tool call. Okay, here see, that's why I am covering this in theory part, right? So next example is second example of inbuilt tool. Okay, I'm just invoking. Okay, I'm not explaining the same thing. And this is Firecrawl. Similarly, you can go through the Firecrawl scrape website tool in the CrewAI documentation page, right? Already the video is too long, so okay, so go through the CrewAI documentation page. Okay, you can able to get the thing, right? I'm just executing this. Okay, I'm just giving. Okay, I'm only saying. Okay, giving some prompt. Okay, I'm giving one URL to you. Just utilize the URL to able to extract all the context. Okay, pause the video and go through by yourself, guys. Okay, go through by yourself. Just I'm saying only that thing. Use Firecrawl tool to scrape the URL. Okay, extend main product features capabilities, identify pricing information, note primary use case of target audience, keep total response under 500 words. Okay, expected output. I'm asking concise summary of the URL. Okay, can agent name I'm integrating, right? And I'm invoking that. Okay, I'm run the cell. Okay, I'm just also even run the cell. Okay, just one thing you need to understand, guys. Okay, so in CrewAI we need to, if you want to pass any user question in the crew kickoff, in this crew kickoff, right? So in that case, what you have to do? Okay, you need to define a variable template in the task description. Okay, this is scrape and analyze the given URL. Okay, this is the user URL. Okay, whatever the question. Okay, whatever the question that will be provided by the user. Okay, whatever the question user given. Okay, that will be directly replaced in this variable template in the runtime. Okay, in the runtime, this question will be replaced by this template, variable template, right? So that's the only difference, right? In my previous example, we know, okay, here we don't pass any user question, but here I am passing user question. Okay, if you see here, I am passing user question. Okay, if you pass any user question, okay, you have to give this variable template inside the description. Okay, the another thing, okay, if you define this variable template inside the tool description, okay, in task description, okay, if you define that variable description inside the task description, okay, in that case you definitely pass the user question in the crew kickoff. Okay, if you don't define this variable template inside the task description, in that case it's up to you whether you have to pass this user question or not. Okay, it's based upon you, right? Okay, once if you define this variable template inside the task description, you definitely pass this user question in the crew kickoff, right? Okay, that's the only restriction. Okay, this is not mandatory, right? If this is not mandatory, okay, even if I remove this, I can directly give the URL. It can automatically able to process this query. But if you give that, okay, if you define this variable template inside the task description, that means your task description, okay, the agent will able to get the question perfectly. Okay, it can able to, whenever it's go through the description, okay, as I already said that, okay, agent will first analyze the task description. That's why I am defining variable template inside the task. Okay, so I am invoking this cell, I am running this cell, guys. Okay, so you need to understand this concept, guys. Okay, I am while running I will show you, right? I'm running the cell. Okay, see how the URL get replaced by this variable template, right? If you see this URL, okay, this URL name, okay, this is the URL name, this URL name I'm giving here. This URL will automatically get replaced here in the runtime. If you see in the runtime, okay, that's the thing I am explaining before you, right? Once you define the variable template inside the task description, you definitely need to pass this URL and URL name in the crew kickoff. You definitely do that. Okay, if you don't pass, this is optional, guys. This is optional. Okay, this is optional. I am writing this is optional, but I would highly suggest you to, it's a good practice to pass this variable template inside the task description, and you can pass this URL link or user question in the crew kickoff, right? See, it can able to replace. Okay, just go through the output, right? Website content, okay, how it's can able to use the tool. Okay, agent started. Okay, how, see, the tool call is invoked, right? In that case, agent can't able to extract the context from the particular website URL. Okay, in that case, agent think with the help of LLM. Okay, I can't able to extract the context from the particular website URL. Okay, I need tool call. Okay, the agent calls the tool. Okay, and tool execution gets started. Okay, how, see, okay, it can able to extract all the context: security enhanced, production ready, cost efficient. Okay, all the things. Okay, if you don't believe me, just go through the documentation page. Right here in the documentation page, right, I'm giving this URL only. I'm giving this introduction URL, right? Introduction URL. Okay, if you see this extensible, production ready, security based, cost efficient is all present inside the context, right? If you see here security focused, production ready, cost efficient, all the thing will be available, right? Once you go through this output by yourself, okay, you can match with the document, everything will be present, guys. And the final output, okay, once the tool output is finished, okay, getting executed, okay, once the tool output is finished, okay, then tool will return the output to the agent. Okay, and the agent will summarize the output. Here if you see, agent will not return the entire output. Okay, it will summarize the output and it will return the final output, right? If you see, here's the final output. Before it summarize, here if you see, it summarize and it will give the final answer, right? Just go through by yourself, guys. Okay, it will not return all the context. Okay, how beautiful. Okay, if you are creating RAG, it will be more useful, guys. Okay, go through by yourself. Okay, go through yourself. Okay, I think the video is too long, that's why I'm going fast, right? So next one is custom tool, guys. Okay, second, custom tool. Okay, I'm just invoking, as I already discussed that. Okay, for a custom tool we need to import from CrewAI Tools import tool, right? And then I'm defining my logic. Okay, this is decorator. Okay, while here if you are going to create any custom tool, we need to define as a Python function, guys. Okay, this is my custom tool. Okay, on top of I need to put this decorator at tool result as answer. Okay, I can show you later, guys. I can show you this thing in later. Okay, I can show you this thing in later, guys, right? If you are going to define any custom tool in CrewAI, you need to define as a Python function, guys. Okay, this is the rule. Okay, and then the second thing, core important is you need to give the description. Okay, first important thing, while you are going to design any custom tool, okay, first rule, okay, I am defining here. Okay, first rule, step for defining custom tool, right? First one is Python function, right? Python function. Second one is doc string. Okay, tool doc string, what the tool does. Okay, doc string. Okay, this is the doc string, guys. Okay, and the third thing is tool decorator. These are the mandatory things, cause okay, mandatory steps for defining custom tool. Okay, you need to follow these three steps, guys. First, the custom logic should be inside the Python function, right? Okay, I'm just walk through the code. Okay, you don't worry. Okay, just understand the steps, right? First, you need to define as a Python function. Second one is tool doc string. Okay, so while invoking the tool, okay, the agent will read this doc string. Okay, based on the doc string, the agent call the tool, right? So here I am defining only one tool. Okay, what if in future there will be 5 to 10 tools? Okay, in that case we need using the doc string. Okay, only the doc string, using the doc string only, the agent decide which tool to hand after, which tool to call. Okay, which tool to submit the user input, right? It can able to think. Okay, that's why doc string is important. Okay, and then tool decorator, guys. Okay, here if you want you can also give some custom name. Okay, any name. Okay, PDF extractor, that's it, guys, right? And then once you go through this, okay, this path is my, I'm hard coding this path, right? I'm hard coded this path here. If you see, this is the PDF, my resume, guys, my resume. Okay, my resume, this is my resume, right? Okay, I'm hard coded this path, this path parameter, right? What it does, okay, in fits, okay, in Python there will be fits library. Okay, what the fits does, okay, it will able to go through this documentation, this PDF pages. Okay, it will move using this for loop. What it does, it will move one page to another page, right? Okay, it can able to calculate the page and it can able to extract the text. Okay, it can able to extract the text. Okay, page.getText means, okay, it can able to extract the text. Okay, if the text is present in this variable, okay, it will able to append this text blocks. Okay, simple code, guys. Okay, first I am opening the document. Okay, I am opening the document and I am iterate over the docs. Okay, iterate over the docs. Okay, if there is a context, okay, page.get text. Okay, if there is any text inside the page, okay, I am just extracting the text and appending into the text block. Okay, once it will does, okay, I am removing all the white space, guys. Okay, just removing all the space using split. Okay, and split with return list. Okay, I am go through this list. Okay, and final context I am storing in paragraph. Once I am joining and then I am returning, guys. That's the simple code, guys. Okay, there is no complex code, right? This is the tool. Okay, I'm just invoking and then I'm just saying, okay, there is a PDF extractor tool. Okay, your task is to extract the context from the tool. Okay, just go through the code by yourself, guys. Okay, same thing, same logic, guys. Okay, nothing different. Okay, call the PDF extractor to read the documents strictly. I extract all the text document without any modification, return the complete raw resume text as extracted. Don't add unnecessary content to the raw text, keep in mind. Okay, don't summarize, interpret. Okay, I'm asking, don't modify the tool output. Okay, directly give. Okay, and then I'm expected to put complete extracted resume text. Okay, just adding this name. Okay, just that's it, guys. Okay, I'm just running myself. Okay, I'm just giving agent's name, task name. Okay, and executing my crew. Okay, let's see how the output. Okay, agent started. Okay, agent started. It will read the task description first. Okay, you need to understand the agent will analyze. Okay, first task description only, right? And then it will decide tool call is required. Okay, tool call is required. Okay, and it will call the tool. Okay, it will call the tool execution complete. Okay, 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 just guys, just wait a minute, there will be some issue. This there will be some. So again I'm executing the same code, right, and see whether it's can able to get it or not. Wait, can't able to get it. Okay, just this path, copy relative path. I'm just checking it, just wait a minute. Okay, so the path will be changed, that's why the path will be changed, right? That's why, that's my mistake, my bad. So I'm just modifying that, right? Once I modify that, if now it's get executed, guys, okay, there will be some issue in path, that's why. If I execute again, okay, it will be successfully extract the content. Let's see how beautiful the output was. Okay, so previously the error was in path, that's why it can't able to extract the context, right? How see beautifully it can able to call the tool. Okay, the agent analyze the tool task description and it can able to call the tool. Okay, and the tool will execute, okay, extract all the context. Okay, all the context. Okay, and then agent will the task return the output to the agent. Okay, the agent will able to give, the agent here it will able to summarize and then it will able to give. If you see, perfect output, whatever the content that is present inside the PDF, okay, that all is available here. Okay, that's it, guys. Go through by yourself. And the next one is third-party tools. Okay, third-party tools. Okay, we are taking the tool inside the LangChain community. Okay, I'm not importing from CrewAI. Okay, you see, if you specifically see here, okay, from LangChain_community.tools. Okay, I am taking the tool from this LangChain framework, right? From LangChain_community.tools, PubMed.tool import PubMed query run. Okay, because this tool is specifically for medical related queries. Okay, this PubMed query run tool is specifically created for medical related queries. Okay, purposes, right? I am taking this tool inside the LangChain community, right? This is other framework. Okay, I am just running this in. Okay, it's successfully run. Okay, and just here the guys, there will be only one difference. Okay, only one difference you need to understand, right? In my previous inbuilt tools, right, in my previous inbuilt tools, if you see, these are the 3 steps you need to follow, right? Mandatory steps. Here in third-party tools also similar thing. Okay, we need to define inside the Python function, right? I'm doing the thing, right? I'm doing the thing, right? Tool description, right? Tool description here, right? And here the third thing is you are just using the tool name. Okay, tool name, right? But in inbuilt tool you need to understand, but in inbuilt tool, right, inbuilt tool we are defining our own logic, right? That's the only difference, guys. Third thing is define our own logic. Okay, define our own logic. And the fourth thing is tool decorator, right? First thing, Python function. Okay, this is Python function. Second one is tool description. Okay, tool description is important for tool, and okay, this will help us the agent to call the exact tool. Okay, doc string will tell, okay, hey, I am the tool. Okay, I am doing this function. Okay, that's why we are giving this doc string, right? And the third thing is we are defining our own logic. Here I am not including any logic, I am defining my own logic, right? And fourth thing is tool decorator. Here if you see in third-party tools, okay, all the things similar one. Okay, but here not our logic. Okay, just initialize the third-party tool. That's the only difference, guys. Okay, the other things also same. Okay, Python function, Python function docstring. Okay, if you see docstring, okay, docstring is specifically help us to know, okay, what the task, okay, what this tool does. Okay, if agent will invoke the tool, okay, the agent only read this docstring. Okay, based upon the docstring, okay, it can able to call the tool. Okay, the agent will call the tool, right? What if in future there will be 10 tools? Okay, in 10 tools there will be, okay, how the agent knows? Okay, in few, for example, there will be only one agent, okay, and there will be 10 tools. Okay, how the agent knows what the which tool what the functionality, okay, in which tool what it did. Okay, how the agent know? Okay, using this docstring, okay, the agent will read this docstring, okay, and using the tool docstring, okay, it can able to call that particular tool and assign the task to the tool. Okay, that's it guys. Okay, and the fourth is tool declarator, same thing. That's the only logic. Initialize the third party tool only. Here I am just initializing, I am not defining my own logic here. That's the core idea, right? I am just running the cell. Okay, just similar thing as, okay, if I give any medical related query, just give the answer for this. Okay, I am asking this user query to the agent. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, just pause the video and go through by yourself. Okay, you can able to get it. Just, okay, if you see, use the pub tool to search the user given disease. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, and just call the, where I'm previously I discussed with the thing, okay, this thing with all of you, right? While we are giving this variable template inside the task description, we need to pass this template name, okay, inside the whatever name we are giving. Okay, we are giving this as a key, and then question will be this fever, right? It will be automatically get replaced in the runtime in this disease parameter, right? So I am running this cell. Okay, I am just invoking. If you see, it will be severe fever, get replaced. Okay, get replaced, and then tool call is, the agent thinks tool call is required, then tool call it will submit the query to the tool call gets started. Okay, tool call take the user query and it can able to give the answer. Okay, how good the answer is guys, but go through, pause the video and go through by yourself guys. Okay, that's why I am teaching this CrewAI framework. Okay, CrewAI framework is, it's a beautiful framework guys. Okay, it can able to give some high quality result compared with other framework. Okay, it can able to communicate, collaborate. Okay, here I am defining only one agent and task. Okay, in future videos we are going to create 4 agents, 4 tasks. Okay, so the output is high quality guys. Okay, that's why I am defining, that's why I am choosing CrewAI, okay, to teach all of you. If you see the output, okay, the output is high quality and reliable, right? Just go through by yourself, right? That's guys, that's it. Okay, there is only one more concept guys in my things, right? Here if you see, okay, this is not that much difficult one. Okay, right? So forcing tool output as a result. Okay, here if you see, this is important guys. Okay, here if you see, here if you see, medical research, task executed, agent started, tool call is called, right? Tool call is start. Okay, tool call will take the query, right? Tool call will take the query and it can able to use this output page, right? And it can give the context. Once tool call is give the output, right, the agent will summarize and it can able to give the final response. Okay, once the output is generated by the tool call, okay, it can able to return the tool output to the agent, and the agent summarize and it can able to give the output. But in your case, okay, in your case, what if, right? Okay, if you want, I don't want the agent to summarize my output and give us a final output, right? Okay, here I am saying, okay, once the tool call finished to generate the output, okay, once the tool call is finished, once the tool call is finished its execution, that means once the output is executed by the tool call, okay, it will return the output to the agent. Okay, and the agent will take the tool output and it will summarize and it can able to return the output, summarized output. But what if, okay, I want my tool call as a final output. Okay, I don't want the agent to take my output and summarize my output and return the final answer. Okay, so in that case, okay, just in simply think, okay, avoid agent involvement after the tool execution. That's the only thing, guys. Okay, to force the tool output as the result of agent task. Okay, here I don't want to modify the tool output from agent. Okay, I don't want to allow the agent to modify the tool output. In that case, what you have to do to force the tool output as the result of an agent's task? Okay, you need to set the result as an answer parameter to true. Okay, when adding a tool to the agent, this parameter ensures that the tool output is captured and returned as the task output without any modification by the agent. Okay, if you specifically want, okay, to access the tool output by the agent, okay, in that case, what you have to do, right? You need to enable at decorator. Okay, we studied about this at tool decorator, right? So only thing you need to do, right? Result as answer is equal to, guys. That's the only thing, guys. Okay, here if you see, I can show you practical. Okay, then you can easily able to understand the concept, right? Okay, this video is too lengthy, but it is very important, guys. Okay, here if you see tool execution is completed. Once the tool execution completed, here the agent will summarize and it will give you the final answer. Okay, so I want the agent to okay, the agent don't modify my tool output. Okay, so I want agent take tool output as a final result. Okay, in that case you need to do only one thing, guys, right? So just okay, here if you see in my last agent, I can show you just wait a minute, guys. Okay, within 2 minutes I can close the session, right? So if you see result, okay, result as answer equal to true. Okay, if you see, before executing, okay, we verify the answer. Okay, before executing, what is the tool and what is the agent is? Okay, once tool call started the execution, okay, agent, once the tool output is generated, okay, agent will summarize the output and it can able to give the final crew completion output, right? Here if you see, this is the tool output. Okay, agent will summarize and it will give the final answer, right? So what if after I am including this cell? Okay, I am after including the result as a true. Let's see the output, right? Result as the answer. Okay, well, I run the cell. Okay, I run the cell. Okay, and again I am executing this one. Again I am executing this one. I am executing this one. Okay, if you see, agent started. Okay, agent started. Tool call started. Okay, tool execution completed. Here if you see tool execution completed, right? Tool execution completed. If you see, there is no any agent involved here. Okay, after tool execution completion, okay, there is no agent implement executed. Okay, if you see agent execution completed, closed. Okay, there is no agent involvement after the tool execution. If you see, that's it, guys. Okay, that's it. That's the result, tool output as a final result, right? I hope, guys, you learned something in this session. Okay, if you like my teaching, okay, if you like this video, okay, like the video and subscribe the video, guys. Okay, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.